I told you. I love it when I'm right. This was the worst trade ever. Yo, I'm sorry. Yo, Trey, I'm sorry, homie. This was the worst scenario possible. There is no way you trade a player of Trae Young's caliber to the Washington Wizards. He's still in his prime. You traded him for CJ McCollum and a box of crayons. That shit is, man, listen. I was up all last night. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take y'all back to the night before. I got off. I'm off. My nephew was off of work. Me and we talking in the middle of the night. No, normally I don't talk after 10 o'clock. I'm not talking to nobody. Only reason you call me after 10 is if somebody died. I don't want to conversate after 10 o'clock. That's my peace time. I'm going to sleep or I'm gonna relax and watch my movies and I'm gonna chill. Right now, me and my nephew are talking. He's like, "Yo, he going to the Wizards." I was like, "Ew, ain't no way he fucking going to the Wizards. That's stupid. That is the stupidest fucking possible place for him to go. He's still in his prime." So he ends up going to the Wizards. So my nephew is right. I guess he heard it from Sham or whoever he heard it from. He told me, and I'm sitting there laughing like there's no fucking. You sent Trey Young to the Bullet Wizards? Man, I'm telling you right now, he got 3 years of college eligibility left. He can always go back to Oklahoma and play college ball. They need him. Then he got 3 years. Trey, listen to your man. You got 3 years of eligibility left. Just go back to Oklahoma. Just go ahead and play college ball. This is a roll. It's over for you. They packing you the fuck up. Your career's done, my nigga. They doing you dirty. They doing you. That is the beginning of the nastiness. Ask Russ. Russ will tell you. He averaged a triple-double. His fourth triple-double in Washington. And they packed him up. They trying to get Russ out the league for whatever reason. There's a whole class of you niggas about to get up out of here. But to be traded for CJ McCollum, and I like CJ McCollum, but this was not equal. This is not what you call a even swap. This is not an even swap. This is some crazy shit right here. It's like unbelievable. Whoever was responsible for this trade, I can only assess that they were just adamant about getting this kid out of the city and off of their roster. I predicted that he was going to be traded a year ago. I'm telling people he's going to get traded for DeJounte. DeJounte comes, he's producing, the team is responding better. What they do, they break the fucking team up. They break the team up. They bring in Quinn Snyder. This is the dumbest fucking move you could possibly make as an organization. Then why bring in Quinn Snyder if you're going to break up and send your power forward who can average 20 a game somewhere else, and then you send your point guards, both of them, somewhere else? The stupidest shit in the world. You could have kept DeJounte and just traded Trae Young and got more than what you got. CJ, you lost out on the 2 all-star guards and a power forward who can average 20 a game. Ridiculous. And Clinton Keller. Whoever's the face and the decision maker for the Atlanta Hawks, listen, you on the hot seat. Because there is no rebuilding for y'all. If you're making these ridiculous decisions now, they have to trust you to make magnificent decisions to get this organization back on board. You see what's coming into the league. These dudes are not, there's no gifted dudes, far and few in between. These are the entitled group of kids coming in. They're entitled. They're coming in with money already. You're going to have a hard time of getting the most out of these kids because you don't have the organization and the fucking structure basketball-wise to get the most out of what you're going to be paying them. You're going to be grossly overpaying for mediocrity. The Atlanta Hawks are going to be ridiculously bad. The Wizards are in the same fucking category, but we expect that of the Bullet Wizards. We expect it. Y'all ain't been good in. The last chance y'all had was John Wall, and you see what y'all did with him. And he admitted that he was part of the problem. But right now, we're looking at this. You brought Trey Young in for what? You bring CJ, you swap out. This isn't even an even swap. Trey Young is still in his prime. He still can get you 25 and 10, 28 and 10-ish. And you're going to you could have got more. This was the actions. There should be consequences for these type of decisions. There should be. There is no way that an organization can adapt and adjust to a decision maker making these type of decisions at a professional level. It's going to get to the point where the NBA organizations are going to have to hire non-NBA affiliated people to make incredible decisions. This was a bad decision on both parts. There was no rush to make this type of decision to get rid of Trae Young. He's still loved by the city. There's still an opportunity for him to salvage his value and get more out of it. The Atlanta Hawks could have got so much more out of this decision. I question the vision of the organization. I don't mind. I'm a Raptor fan. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm always going to be with the family. But this is stupid. Like, you could have got so much more had you traded him last year, and you still would have DeJounte, and you wouldn't have to worry about. You got CJ McCollum. Yeah, that's a safe-ish bet, but really? Really? You have to understand, he's conservative. He's a very mature man. You need someone who mirrors that of which Atlanta is right now. And Trae Young, and when you think about basketball, the basketball team has to be an expression of the attitude of the city. They're an extension of the identity of the city, regardless if they win or lose. That's how you make your money. The emotional connection between the basketball team and the city's temperature, emotionally, psychologically, and physically. There is no way that this was supposed to be an option. Trae Young, listen, when you think of Trae Young, you think of Magic City, you think of Migos, you think of RIP Takeoff, you think of Atlanta. He was an extension of that which was Atlanta, just like Michael Vick. I'm telling you right now, there is no way that this trade is justifiable on any level. If I was in the front office and I came in today and you made this trade, there would be conflict. I'm putting hands on somebody. I'm putting hands. We just gave this kid over $200 million, and you let him go for CJ. I'm going to punch you in your face. Soon as I get in the office, I'm letting it be known. Soon as I get in the office, the person that made this decision, I need my fade. Meet me in that room for 5 minutes. I don't want to hear nothing. We're going to get it shaken. That's the equivalent of trading Trey. That's like trading Scotty Barnes for anybody that's less than a Scotty Barnes. You trading us for Oscar Mayer Wiener. Talking about this is even and we got draft picks. Punch you in your fucking face when I see you. You don't trade a marquee player for anything less than you're supposed to have your future solidified. Multiple draft picks, multiple future decisions to be made to enhance and improve the organization. Atlanta needs something to hold on to. There has to be a rebuilding of the culture, not just basketball, but the city. See, I remember Atlanta when Atlanta was popping. I'm talking Freaknik popping. I'm talking the Braves, the Hawks, the Falcons, the city. Outkast, Goody Mob, Dungeon Family. This before T.I. Pastor Troy in Georgia. What's my man? What's my other man? You know what I mean? You know, there was quite a few people in the A. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. I'm missing names. I'm missing some names. And I'm frustrated that I'm missing these names because I should know better. Because I'm a hip hop historian. I should know all the Atlanta hip hop artists' names by heart. Forgive me. Blame my mind, not my heart. But there was a time when Atlanta was boy, y'all will never know what that felt like. Niggas was going to Atlanta and not coming back. Not because they died, but because nigga, I'm not leaving. Nigga, I came here for freak, nigga. Nigga, I'm not leaving. I'm here. This is my house. I'm making phone. Listen, homie, I left you the rent. Listen, man. All my stuff, just throw that shit in the garbage. I'm not coming back. I'm out here now. Niggas was going to freak nigga and not coming back. They AT aliens now. There has to be a reemergence and resurgence of that thing, that essence, that energy. R.I.P. Rico Wade. There has to be that thing again. It's necessary. It became a thing that's necessary for the Eastern Conference basketball. Not just basketball, but life. We need that now. I don't want to go back to when Atlanta wasn't popping. I'm a New Yorker. We always been popping. Don't get it fucked up. We always been in pocket. We always been among whoever was popping. We was always there. It was always us. You know what I mean? We was always around if we wasn't the top, if we ain't wear the crown. It is what it is. It's regular. But we need the A. We need Charlotte. We need Miami. We need Orlando. I love Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? Like we need these places. DC, Delaware, B-More, VA, South Carolina, North Carolina. We need all that to be popping again. But Atlanta's important. And you're never going to get that if you're making decisions like this that are compromising the integrity of that which you have to represent. You can tell they don't be around the people. There has to be something that people can latch to. Hip hop is under reconstruction right now as a whole. So there's nothing that's the voice of the people like it used to be. We don't identify with what we've been listening to musically. That shit is not the soundtrack to our lives. That's why we go back and listen to everything from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. I'm stuck in the 80s. I'm sorry. I was listening to the radio. I was sitting in front of the radio in the 80s and listening to the radio just chilling, especially in the wintertime when it was snow outside. It was too cold to go outside and play. I would just listen to the radio all winter. All the songs. I know them. You know what I mean? So all the video shows in the beginning, the infancy stage of video music, I was there. I listened. We had a VHS. We were taping things before it was popular. I'm talking 84. I had VHS tapes of things, TV shows that I liked and moments. That Michael Jackson moment, we had that on VHS tape. My mom's taped that. So but I was more into Rick James. I was a Rick James fan because he had the Mary Jane. Rick James, anybody that was getting girls, I was rocking with you. You understand me? Rick James, Prince. If he was getting girls, I was with you, niggas. I'm a fan. Michael Jackson he was too into the image of being passive aggressive. But we know behind the scenes, he was knocking shit down. I knew it. Couldn't tell me no different. If I was Michael Jackson, nigga, I'm gonna play the role in front of the camera. Cut that camera off. I'm a demon. Where your auntie at? That's how I'm gonna play it. I promise you. But this trade was ridiculous. There was no way this was not an even swap. Don't get it fucked up. The energies exchange is not. There's no reciprocity in this moment. And I know what y'all are thinking. Like no, it ain't. No. These bad habits and these bad decisions that the organization has been making has permeated and became a part of this decision. This is horrible. This was a setback for Atlanta and the fucking, you know what I mean, the Washington Wizard Bullets. Like this, the Wizard Bullets do not improve. Do they become more entertaining? Possibly. But how do you feel as a player on the Wizard Bullets with a guy who's coming in, who's gonna be your point guard, who's used to getting his shots first? I played point. I'm a point guard to the. Listen, man. Late 80s, early 90s. Point guard. I've been bred to make sure you feed the family first before you eat. Even if I was the better scorer, I was the better shooter, I made sure you got to feed the family first. So there's going to be problems. You make sure your peoples look good. You win an MVP from feeding your peoples, cool. But if your man is averaging 30 or he averaging 20 and y'all winning, you feed that man. If he win, you win. You got to make sure you feed him. You got to make sure you feed everybody. You the point guard. But he's making sure he gets his shot first. He makes sure he gets enough of his shots throughout the game. And that might not be the best decision. And if you're a player who's you don't want that because that might mess up a bag. Same thing with CJ McCollum. He's a little more offensive minded as well. He's not a pure point. You will still have to find a point guard for him to play the two, but then he's not good defensively as a two guard. That's why they put him at point. But then there's a lacking of skill and ability, but there's enough of what he does well, which is shooting and scoring, that you admire and you want. But at some point, who's going to make the team better? And they're both caught in that conundrum. But the problem is, you made this decision and you swapped them out without really seeing what's out there. There are other teams, if you would have been a little more mature and patient, you would have probably made a better decision. Or if you would have understood the dynamics of the situation, you would have made the decision sooner. Fucking trade him sooner. I told y'all a year ago you should have fucking traded him. If I say trade somebody, you trade him. I said Trey Young should have been a year ago. Should I be in the front office? Probably so. Should you kind of tap in with your man and see what I see the patterns? I know when something ain't right and when it's over the hill and when it's not effective. We've been having non-effective superstars for the past 5-6 years, and I've been saying it. Now they're saying all the same shit I've been saying for like a lot of this shit I said 5 years ago. Everyone is saying now like it's new news, and I'm sitting here like, nigga, I already said that 5 years ago. So now I believe I'm 5 years ahead of everybody else. So the new shit I'm about to do, watch what I do. It's gonna be ridiculous. How the fuck you don't see the patterns? But it's probably because they're so close to it that they can't recognize that there's patterns that they're missing. And I see them. It's unbelievable. This trade is ridiculous, but I knew it was inevitable, and I've been saying it for a year. You let go of the wrong fucking guard, and then you receive the wrong fucking guard. Unbelievable. Tell me what you think in the comment section. This shit is comical to me. But this is what happens when you make decisions on and hiring people and promoting people based off of nepotism instead of qualifications, ability, and fucking and anything other than the things that are necessary for them to do the job correctly. They keep hiring based off relationships. These are relational promotions and not promotions based off of skill. And that's why the Raptors are head and shoulders above everybody else as an organization. Tell me what you think in the comment section. I told y'all this shit was, they waited a year when they could have did this shit last year and kept their point guard, and they got Kristaps Porzingis, who was, this shit, he ain't even useful. But whatever, man. It is what it is. I'm just a fan with an imperfect opinion. But this shit is entertainment to me. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.